Finally did the thing I said I was going to do.
Built an arc.
No, we are up to probably about 3.5 inches of rain. So
Okay.
it's a little swampy. Although my drains are, they're working. They're earning their keep. So,
Well, I'll let my buddy here know that if he needs a contractor for a similar excavation. Sorry, what did you say you were going to do?
I should. This guy.
Oh, yeah.
This is the book 3. And I've now got the laptop studio as like the primary.
From one out-of-date surface to another. The Brad Sam story.
Wow.
Sorry.
Wow. I don't know where to put this thing. Oh, I've got another pile of outdated surfaces over here.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm sure there's a junk pile somewhere. There's a person that drives around in a truck in our neighborhood.
I should really just hate myself. I should use this. This is the first gen Surface Go.
Yeah. If you want it to disappear, just send it to me here in Mexico. Nothing arrives here anymore, so that'll work out fine.
I don't think you're the first person to say that.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. There used to be no problem. Now it's a huge problem.
So I got to figure out the zoom because I use a comically large mouse pointer. Well, because I have.
Is it called the Skippy?
Try to explain things that you just insulted me.
Sorry. I'm listening.
Because I'm using two different computers, right? I have the laptop studio here, and then actually the one that you sent me is what runs this whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
And so I use multiplicity so that I can move the mouse and keyboard between all the different screens. And so when you have that type of a setup, you can lose. And the other computer that we're recording this on is probably 5 feet from me, the monitors. You can, when the mouse is real tiny, you lose it. So if you have it comically large, then there's no question about where it is.
So my wife came in and the other day look at something on my computer. I was right. Hey, look, whatever it was. And then she goes, "What did you do with your mouse cursor?" And I was like, "Oh, I reverted it or whatever." And she's like, "Could you do this to my computer, please? I always lose this thing. I can't find it anymore." So if you go into that mouse cursors thing, the old-fashioned UI, the mouse options or whatever it's called, go to mouse cursors. I just choose like there's obviously like white in different sizes, like you have big, but there's also black, or it's probably black, the opposite color. But there's a set called inverted, and when you have an inverted mouse cursor, it changes colors as you mouse over things to the inverse of whatever the color is. Makes it super easy to find this thing. And I don't know, this is something in Windows 11. It's just not as easy as it used to be. So anyway,
I wasn't listening to anything you were saying. However, I realized, see the giant hand behind me?
Yeah, I see the hamburger helper, Alex Rodriguez hand.
I realized I can pat myself on the back.
Someone has to,
But that's how big this thing is. I mean, like, it's comically large. And like just pat myself on the back. Before I was scratching my own.
Anyway, would you look at the friggin' mouse inverted thing, you idiot? Just change it.
Yeah, mouse
I know.
It's Top Gun. Val Kilmer just died, but we were inverted.
It's the worst.
Anyways, you don't like Top Gun?
No, it's the worst that he passed away. I love Val Kilmer.
I was like if you didn't like Top Gun,
people are always like that. This is like one of those underappreciated actors, because when you go back and look at what he did, you're like, holy crap.
Yeah.
He was in way more movies than I thought that I love. And for like a 15-year run too, like Tombstone, unbelievable, right? Top Secret is a hilarious, real genius, unbelievable, underrated.
Something I didn't know. Tom Cruise has a lot of oddities and weirdities to him. We're not going to get into that because they're long and distinguished.
He sure does.
However, when it comes to filmmaking, he's always been known as somebody who's like real stand-up. And so apparently in Top Gun Maverick, that scene with Val where he's typing and all that,
right?
Like Tom Cruise had to fight to get that put in. Like,
yes, because they've been friends the whole time, I guess.
Well, they didn't want to because like he can't talk; it's real awkward, and so like he's like, "I'm not doing this if you're not putting that in the movie."
Yeah.
So
that's
it was a great scene.
Yeah, I felt it's The Doors, amazing in The Doors.
Yeah.
And by the way, sang the songs. Like that soundtrack, that's him. Like he's singing. It's just Jesus. Like, you kidding me? I mean, just like back to back to back. That guy, he had a really good run
until the end.
Yeah, well, that's true of so many of us. But I mean, like, it sucks. I hate when stuff like this happens to people. Like, it's just terrible. Not death. I mean, like, he lost his voice and all that stuff. It's just awful. It's just so bad. It's too bad.
Speaking of killing, Intel's killing its Unison app.
Yeah, it had the politeness or whatever to tell all of us first. This is weird to me because Unison, in addition to still doing some things that you can't do with phone, like especially on an iPhone, is a key part of this Aura Edition thing that is their partnership with Lenovo. In fact, it's the only like clearly awesome Aura Edition feature that's unique to those computers. So that's going to go away by the end of the year, and that means it had like a 1-year run, not even, or about a 1-year run, I guess. It's very strange. I would hope and assume, like, I wouldn't like. How about giving it to Lenovo or selling it off or whatever it is? Like, this is something that should be out in the world. Like, this is actually pretty good software.
Intel's also changing their brand or their motto or whatever. They are going to, that's the power of Intel inside.
It's better than Intel. It's what's inside you. Am I too much? I'm sorry.
Well, if anybody else just heard that Teams notification, apparently I don't have the volume muted here. Oh, that's not good. It's trying to do it on the other computer. The power of technology.
Intel, yes, we're still a thing. Intel. There, I said it thrice. These are all failed marketing slogans that I'll just keep rattling off until Brad figures out his Teams notifications. Also, mouse cursors. This morning on Brad learns how to use a computer.
Pat myself on the back here. I muted the volume.
This is
I should never have learned this power because
this is why people think AI is fake, because they think all the use cases are what you're doing right there. It's just like superfluous, like stupidity. Also, potential name for your auto. I don't know what to. I'm sorry. I got to stop drinking in the morning. Anyway,
I don't think you should. I don't know. It's Friday. That's a good thing.
That's true.
Got more rain ahead.
A little punchy here.
Oh, there's the Windows Microsoft thing today.
Yep.
They're announcing
the consumer AI thing,
at noon.
I did not get a heads up about this. So your noon ET is the...
I think so.
Okay.
They had some like video on YouTube and had a countdown timer.
Yeah, usually, let's see. I got nothing. Usually there's stuff in the, ahead of time. We'll see. I'm curious about, because, the whole client AI, Windows AI, whatever you want to call it, stuff has been kind of like, it's okay. Like,
I was trying to find the celebrate with us. Is that this link? Nope. Cheers to 50. That's not it. Oh, there we go. In 2 hours, 12:30.
Any clues?
12:30.
12:30. That makes sense.
Wait.
What?
Is this the same thing? Because it now says introducing your AI companion.
Has The Verge described this yet as a Surface event?
Hey.
That's how they usually handle things like this.
Now it's like more. It says introducing your AI companion. This sounds very bonsai buddy like.
Your AI companion.
Yeah. April 4th, 12:30 p.m. ET.
Where is this? Where are you seeing this?
On. Can I send this to you on?
Oh, you're not going to actually try to use technology to solve the problem.
Hold on. Is there no chat in this little window?
There is a chat. There's a little chat looking icon thing.
Oh, it's over there. Good thing my massively large mouse makes it easy to see when the computer's that far away.
I think my camera is doing. Yeah, it's just moved.
No. That's from me opening and closing the chat window.
That is really weird. Okay.
See?
Yeah. Okay. I'm like, that is bizarre.
You know, my favorite theorem is the infinite chimp theorem, where given an infinite number of time, an infinite number of chimps could type out a masterpiece on infinite number of typewriters.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we are the part of that infinite chimps theory, but for podcasting.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That theory has been disproven, by the way, but fair enough. It's a
infinite number of us, infinite number of times,
infinite number of stupidities.
There eventually will be a good podcast.
Today is not that day.
Nope, not even close.